All right, on this episode of Struggle Bus, we're gonna go over collars. It can be frustrating when you're trying to load weight on a bar, it either slides off or you can't find the right collar to fit on the right bar. So we're gonna go over which options we have here at Titan, and we're gonna go over different options for price points, depending on what type of lifting you're doing, and just personal preference. So let's start off the difference, right? We've got a safety squat bar, which is actually 1.9 inches instead of 2 inches versus a traditional bar, which is 2 inches in diameter. That's the reason why certain collars will work on certain bars and others won't. If you've ever had something like that, where you put on a traditional collar onto a specialty bar, like a safety squat bar, and it just slides off, so this is pointless. And why certain bars that are made for that smaller diameter won't fit on properly, or you feel like you have to jam it on and it won't go. So that's the reason why. It's simple as this is 1.9 inches, these are 2 inches. So let's go over some different options. For a traditional bar, the lockjaw, that style, a lot of people really like them. It's very simple to use, just a simple on and off like that. Another style, very similar, looks almost identical, except there's a little locking mechanism right here. So on some of these designs, this is a little stronger, like on this one from Rogue, the Rogue HG. This has a nice clasp here that you really have to kind of put some force behind in order to undo it. So that's the first style we have. The second style, the gear style, this one, I used to like it, but to be honest with you, these don't wear over time very well, and it doesn't seem to matter what manufacturer makes it. The general design flaw is it looks open, but it doesn't slide as well on certain bars. It is obviously right now. So you have to open it up and click it open. Now it'll slide on super easily, and then close it. And it is tight, don't get me wrong. That's not the issue. The issue becomes when this is too tight and people have an issue trying to get it off. They don't know, or it becomes cumbersome to open it up that last little bit. You heard that little click there. That's the reason why these are fine. They're not my favorite. I used to like them, but they became cumbersome, and over time when they wear, that ability to open it up and have that extra little click there goes away. So like I said, that is for this. And then I have identical ones. These are the ones we used to use for the specialty bars here and for the farmer's walks. They still hold, they're still really nice. As you can see, they're not going anywhere, right? That goes for a lot of these. When it's on the right bar, they're not going anywhere. So everything we're showing here today, they're all well made. You just have to make sure you're putting it on the right bar. So from here, we're gonna go to something a little bit on the cheaper side. So if budgetarily you don't want to spend something in the neighborhood of approximately $35 to $50, depending on the collars. This is on Amazon. I believe these are approximately $10 a pair. Very simple. These, again, these will not work on specialty bars, but they will work totally fine on any traditional bar. And it'll hold, like I said, it'll hold as well as any regular collar will. And like I said, for the fraction of the price. So if you are on a budget, these are great for that. Another thing, if you want to go super budget, you can find these at any hardware store, right? Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, your local Ace or True Value. These are $1.99, I believe. Very simple. They'll work. They'll hold on a traditional bar. They'll hold on a specialty bar. They do hold. They do have their limitations. They're not perfect. What you can do is you can actually, what I've done in the past sometimes, is I've actually taken the rubber that comes on the end here where the handle is, and I've actually slid it here to add some more friction onto that point as well, so it won't slide as much. So that's another option. Again, if you're really on a super tight budget, these, you know, 2 of these, total of $4, and you'll have something that'll definitely hold for any basic barbell lifts. These won't work as well if you're doing something that you're repeatedly dropping, or maybe say, for example, a farmer's that you're really dropping and you have a lot of weight behind it. These will pop off, but the nice thing about it is even if they pop off, they're really easy to put back on. So that's the ultra budget friendly pick here. The Pro Locks, most of you are probably familiar with this, especially if you've been in any kind of specialty gym like Titan. These are the go-to for a lot of people. It's very simple, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It goes on, right? Stays super tight, easy to get on and off. You don't have to muscle the thing. These are nice, I like them. Again, these will somewhat work on specialty bars. They can be a little tricky. It'll kind of give you that sense of holding tight, but if you don't get it exactly right on certain bars, it will, or if you can't crank the snot out of it, right, like I can, it will slide. These will pop off. Okay, so that's the reason why I don't care for those on specialty bars. On normal bars, if that's all you're doing for that type of lifting, it's a great product as well. As I had mentioned before, the Rogue HG collars, I really like these. These are my go-to favorites now for any of our specialty bars, our farmer's walks, all of our strongman stuff, giant dumbbells, logs, things like that. Very easy to operate. Will hold on like crazy, okay? So that's not going anywhere. It's easy to use, easy to get on and off. Now, let's go into some more specialty items. From York, and I know that other companies make these as well, specialty collars. Actually put that on backwards. You put it on here, tighten, and then for any kind of distance between the end of the plate and where the collar is, you can unscrew to tighten that up so that there's no slack in the bar, so the plates aren't wiggling around. That's another specialty item. Again, most people won't need that. I know that certain companies, when they sell them, these are actually calibrated to, I believe, 2.5 kilograms, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the last collar we're gonna go over, this is a custom piece. I like these. So if you're somebody who is deadlifting a crap ton of weight, okay, or if you need to hold on to farmers that are really, really heavy, this is a great piece. Now, you would need to get this machine from somebody who can cut that and then be able to tap and put the bolts in as well. These are great. You would need a wrench in order to tighten these up, but when they're on and they're secure, they will hold on to anything. We've had some people that are deadlifting over 800 pounds for reps, and the plates do not move one bit. And I've never seen that happen with any other collar on here. Even the best of these, they will move with enough load. These will not move. So if you're looking for something that really just holds on no matter what, you're gonna have to get them custom made, but these are definitely worth it. So that's an option. These are options for specialty bars, all the options we have here for traditional bars. So depending on what you're looking for out of your lifting, depending on your budget, there's an option for everybody.